Yes, guys, good morning. Welcome back to Hot Kopics, the international break version. But even though there has been an international break with no Premier League, still quite a lot to get through, Doyle. So we'll touch on all of it. It is myself and Doyle who, I'll be honest with you guys, he's not happy.
No.
The TFL is on strike today. Yeah. He had to walk to the studio from his house.
Took me an hour. Yeah.
And he's just not happy. So in the chat, in the live chat, try and
it's live, innit?
boost Doyle's
I've got these on, look
mood,
these.
though. Just a shame there's white socks. Just a shame. Just a shame.
They don't know that.
So I don't like that because you're wearing Adidas and Nike in the same outfit.
Well, actually, I changed for the stream. I've got a Nike Tech on, but I took it off to wear for the stream because of Liverpool and that.
That makes sense. It is Liverpool now. How are you, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to woosah myself to peaceful energy so I can speak to you guys in a regulated manner. How are you?
You were in Liverpool this weekend.
Yeah, I was. I went up to do me mate's baby room because he's having a baby soon in October, and you've got to pitch in and do what you can. And I was been painting and decorating and building wardrobes and IKEAs and boarding and all kinds of stuff. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Nice weekend. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed this weekend without Premier League.
Yeah, it's nice.
Just a nice little breather.
Especially when you're at the top and you've just beat Arsenal, lad.
Well,
and we signed Isak.
Yes, all of that is true.
Pretty great.
However, obviously, this next period now is so crucial, isn't it? I think there's 6 games in the next 2.5 weeks for Liverpool. So much to talk about. I mean, there isn't still a game for another 6 days. So we'll go on to Burnley away. We're going to be speaking about Guehi, Konaté, right?
Yeah.
And also Florian Wirtz scored an absolute belter of a free kick
Belter.
last night for Germany, and he's not a lawnmower, as Kenya said the other day.
A lawnmower.
She said, "What is he? Touch every blade of grass he presses. What is he? A lawnmower?" So
honestly,
hold that, Kenya. You can hold. But anyway,
he beat your team, darling.
Yeah, 180 episodes. We're into it now. Smash that like button. Get your comments in to all the things we're going to be speaking about today. First and foremost, we must remind you that this episode is, of course, brought to you by William Hill's Final One Standing. Right, you have to apply for this week's pick by 3 o'clock on Saturday, 13th of September. That's when the next round opens. I am out, unfortunately, Doyle, because I picked Nottingham Forest to beat West Ham. And West Ham smoked them 3-0, which no one thought would happen. So the 500k is long gone for me. But it's not to worry. I'm still in this. This week, there's 200k up for grabs. So please make sure you pick your team to win. We'll have a little look at the fixtures this weekend.
We have got
a team. Probably will go for Liverpool.
Yeah,
because it's Burnley away.
You should do.
I probably will go for that. So guys, it's guaranteed that someone will win this Final One Standing. So to enter, scan that QR code on the screen. We've got it for you there. We've also got the link in the chat. If you click through to that link, it takes you through to the game, right, where you can sign up and be involved. And you've got until 3 o'clock to edit your picks this Saturday. So make sure you do it before that. 18 plus, UK and Ireland only. Always gamble responsibly. Full terms and conditions apply. I'm just watching this podcast on my laptop, and I've just seen you yawn for about 10 seconds.
Lads, these games are coming thick and fast, you know.
Go on, just give us a little update on dates and what games we've got.
So this is pretty much where the season starts. I'm so happy that we've got out of them first 3 games playing poorly with 9 points because look at this now. Burnley on the 14th, Atletico on the 17th, the Derby on the 20th, Southampton in the EFL Cup on the 23rd, Crystal Palace on the 27th, Galatasaray on the 30th, Chelsea on the 4th. That is 7 games with about 3 days in between. And people are asking us, why are you signing Hugo at the TK and Isak? That is why. Because that's mad. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I love this as a supporter. Get to watch my team all of the time. But them lads are going to be shattered come the end of that run. Yeah. And we're going into a 2-week international break after that, right? On the 4th of October, they have 2 quite in quick succession, which actually
what else is happening?
I'm grateful for.
October?
Well, somebody is having a party.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It might be the man sitting next to me. Is it a party or is it a wedding, lad?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is the big one.
Because he told me, he went to me, come to this party, and I was like, sound. And then he was like, but don't wear trainers. And I was like, why? Like, it's a party, lad. Do you know what I mean? And then he went, wear your shoes and that, lad. Maybe a suit and that. And I'm like, what? Are you getting married?
Yeah, I am. Not yet though. We're doing an engagement party.
Have I busted you, lad?
A little bit. You sausage. No, everyone knows anyway. But yeah, so Liverpool fans, I need your advice for this one, right? Because it's a very techie situation that I've got myself
Wear
into.
your suit with the thing inside, if that's what you're going to say.
Huh?
You're going to wear your suit with the stuff inside.
What stuff?
The Liverpool stuff inside?
No, I could do, but no, I'm going to buy a new one.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There's 6 games there in the space
7?
of like 7 games in the space of like 21 days. So it's thick and fast. But after the 4th, there is an international break, which we'll probably need. At that point, we slagged them off, but we'll probably need them.
Do you know what the first game back is as well?
It's
Liverpool United.
Yeah. But that's fine though. They're rubbish.
Yeah, I know.
So what I'm saying is the sticky situation that I seem to have found myself in is the following. The engagement party that I've planned, right, and I picked the date months ago. We said, right, October the 4th, nice little cozy one in the pub, autumnal vibe, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Great.
Wallabies.
Wallabies, they can be worn, that's fine. When the fixture list came out for this Premier League season, Chelsea-Liverpool was on October the 4th, and it was scheduled in for 3 o'clock. Now, we all know what that means. It means closer to the time. That will not be Saturday 3 o'clock. That will be Sunday 4:30, is what I hoped. Because all the big Super Sunday games,
like that.
4:30 on a Sunday or 2 o'clock on a Sunday, I'm thinking there won't be a clash.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be fine. Keep that date. That's all good. Everyone's coming, apart from Jack Chiesa, who can't come. But unfortunately, for me, right, and my missus, they've actually kept it to the Saturday 5:30. They've put it on.
It's on telly.
It's an away game at Chelsea. So unfortunately, that means there's a clash. Now, what would you do in this situation? Actually, maybe don't ask them because I know what they're going to say. But just genuinely, what should I do? Because
I'm going to tell you what to do. You don't watch the game. The rest of us will watch the game and tell you what's happening, lads.
I don't like that.
Tegan is not going to let you watch football on her big day, brother.
Yeah, it's our big day.
You're not watching it, buddy.
So the issue that I have is we set this party time for 6 p.m. start Saturday 4th of October, and then they put the game on at 5:30. So a good thing is that the pub that we're having, I'm not going to say the pub because I don't want weirdos to come and turn up.
Don't.
There's limited food already. So the issue is that there is still a clash. The good thing is there is a telly in the pub to watch the game, so we could just plot up early and watch it in there at 5:30. That's what I mean. I'll be there as well. So what we're thinking is, instead of a 6 o'clock start, because that's a big clash, that's half an hour into the game, we're going to move it back to a 7 o'clock start, meaning that technically we'll only miss the last 30 minutes of the game.
You'll miss the last 30 minutes, yeah.
Well, I still have it on somewhere. It'll be on an iPad in the corner. Whilst I'm greeting all my family members, it will be on an iPad probably. And obviously I'm in Liverpool, so if I hear a scream and a shout, I know we've scored. So that's fine. There is a couple Chelsea fans coming to the party. So the issue is, well, do you know what? It's not even an issue. It's just going to happen.
I love the way you've moved it from 6 to 7.
It does make sense though, a little bit.
I mean, it makes sense for us to watch the game, but not for anything else.
Not for anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, Tegan knows that I would say 85% of the guests coming are Liverpool fans.
Yeah, we're going to want to watch it.
And some of them would have been going the game in London as well. Thank God it's not a home game.
It's a big game as well.
Real issue.
Yeah, because people would be going the game.
Because I'd be going the game. So my question to you is, if you see me greeting family and friends and stuff like that, and I'm not paying attention to the game, you keep me in eyesight so you can just update me. But then the other issue is, for the channel, this is actually impacting the channel now, is that me, you,
Mario,
Jack, and Mario are all going to be at the party. So where's the content coming from?
What?
And are we doing a fan cam at the engagement party?
This is what we're going to do. We've done this before, right? We're going to be in the pub. We've went outside to a quiet corner outside of the pub for 8 minutes. That's what we'll do.
Let's call it 9.
So we'll do that. We'll pop outside dead quick. We'll ask one of the guests, preferably not a Chelsea fan, after we beat them, and then, you know, they can film.
What's Jack going to do?
Jack can have a day off, lad. He's got a pregnant wife, but
so
he's going
we'll
to have to
just
take
put the clip on mics on.
Dead easy,
with the phone,
like what we used to do. Do you remember? That's the best way to do it. And when the guests are coming in, as you're greeting them, lad, I'll just have a phone next to their heads like this, and if they turn around, I'll just be like.
So what we'll have to do is just get someone, one of our mates, maybe like Fitzy or someone, to just hold the phone, or Heafy, Maybe
Yeah, is Heafy coming?
Yeah, of course he is.
Heafy.
So he could just film us on our phone. I'll get the clip on mic. So we'll do an 8-minute video. We'll try and make up that we've watched all the game.
Yeah,
even though we probably
I
haven't.
will have watched the whole game.
I mean, you need to also greet people a little bit as well.
Little bit.
But, a little bit. So that's the issue, guys. So if you're expecting like fan cams from Box Park or, you know, us to actually be at the Chelsea game, we're not going to be there.
Not
we're
this
going to be
time.
at my party.
Good enough excuse, right? He's getting married, so
And
that's fair.
You know, we film a quick video outside the pub, and that will have to do.
Yeah, we'll still
have to do for you.
We'll have a little 9-minute
Maybe I'll
one.
do a little Sunday morning, you know, summary of the game video.
It'll be
I'm
funny
not
as
too
well because we'll be a
hungover.
little bit bevied, lads, so they'll be able
Yeah.
to have a little laugh and
Yeah,
with us, you
yeah,
know what I mean?
I've seen that before. Trust me.
Definitely.
Right. Chat is popping off right now. Smash that like button, guys. Get your chats in. 273 of you watching right now, and only 24 likes. That's a disgrace.
It's because we're
Every
nattering
single
on.
person should be liking this video. Someone said everyone will be half cooked come the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a Guild Day party, you know what the Guild Days are like, Doyle. They like a bevy, don't they?
They do.
They do.
They
Like,
do. Everybody in the
Merlin
Guild Day
says
family.
it's a 7:30 p.m. job done. The thing is, if you say it's a 7 start, people start turning up at 7:30 anyway, don't they?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the first one there. I mean, we will be.
I'm going to be there
We'll
at
be in
5
that
o'clock,
pub at
lads.
5, yeah,
Literally.
with Dia.
My babe can meet me later on at 7 o'clock,
okay.
lads. She probably will. I'll be
Chill
like,
in the
I'm going to
hotel
go and
for a
have a
bit.
warm up, stretch my legs out and that, you know what I mean?
Looking sharp as well.
No, yeah, I'll be sharp, don't worry.
looking sharp.
So we've got some of the comments here. Guehi asked you to cheer me up, and there's one lovely one from Lou Jean who says, Doyle, we love you, mate, and I love you too. Thank you so
Nice,
much.
that's
That's really nice to read.
That's a nice
But there's another one underneath it that says Midnight Soca, and you're probably correct, lad, but it is what it is. I live in London, I can do what I want now. It says, a Scouser with white socks, Doyle's picking up bad habits from the London crew. And that's correct. I am. I am. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Every time I go
absolutely.
back to Liverpool, and Nick is like, lads, you've got boss trainees on in white socks, lad. I'm like, I know. It is what it is, lad. I like them. Okay.
So leave him alone, people.
Please.
If he wants to wear white socks, he can.
It's a big thing in Liverpool. If for anyone that doesn't know about it,
Yeah,
and
of
you
course.
just watch Liverpool and stuff, in Liverpool you're not allowed to wear white socks. You can only wear black socks and Monster Extrachis, and if you don't, you're not a Scouser apparently, lad. That's how it works.
I do no, because there is like the John Ed Scousers that wear the Monterex and the black socks, the 110s, but you also get the cool Scousers that wear like the wide
Yeah.
trousers with like the New Balance and a hat, and
But
like,
still
a cool
no
jacket.
white socks.
But well, listen, there's a new era of Scouse dresses, which I'm here for, man.
That is.
Right, a few bits to get through tonight, to this morning, sorry, or tonight, wherever you're watching this from. Let us know where you're watching from, actually. We always love to see that. Let us know, put your flags
Yeah, we
in
do
the chat.
actually. I love that.
This is a bit of stuff, Doyle, that I saw this morning. Big up to the Kop TV Thailand that actually let me know about this. They're, do you know how that channel started? So when I was in Bangkok, I put a message out on Instagram saying, any Bangkok Reds that follow the Kop TV, come down to Fitzgerald's, funnily enough, and watch the game. These two lads turned up, they're brothers, and they were wicked boys. We had a good night. They just dragged me on this night out because Tegan had already gone back home. I was there for the golf, remember? So I was out with the night out with them. They love the Kop TV. They were streaming. They love it. So I said, well, why don't you just set up the Kop TV Thailand? And they're doing such a good, wicked job. They're doing all these cool
There's loads of
graphics
supporters there, mate, so why not?
So they're smashing it. So big up to the
You should
boys,
set
man.
up events to do watch-alongs with people. People would love
a good
that.
shout.
Invite a load of people from Thailand to come and watch the game with you two. Set up a little area for you all to get bevied and whatever else you want. That'll be a great little way of doing it.
Yeah.
Someone says in the comments here when we're talking about the international break, and I do agree with them, international breaks are not a rest. 21 of our players are playing right now.
It's
And
just
that was
a rest
Thomas
for us.
Doubtling. It's a rest for us, yeah.
Just for us.
But on the other hand, seeing somebody else say, I can't find his name or her name. Some might not, this is the Liverpool 12th man, some might not acknowledge it, but the international breaks can sometimes be helpful, providing a different environment for the player to find form, fitness, or both. And I do get that. Like, when we look at WIRTZ, although they lost 2-0, he was the best player on the pitch for them. He did give the ball away for the goal, but, you know, he did well.
That's fine.
And then he scored a free kick against Ireland, was
Some
it?
strike, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Yeah, little side foot one.
Yeah.
AGT, it's a disgrace. Es el brand de Lego Head. No hay que copiarlo. Says LFC Mihilta. Also, Sai NLNI Gilsey 97 says, got a baby coming in October too. Good luck to your pal Doyle. His pal, our pal, is the cameraman of the Kop
Jack,
TV.
yeah?
It's Jack.
Jack,
Toffee,
mate.
So big him up, man.
That's why I was
But
there
anyway,
doing our
this
thing.
news from the Kop TV that they shared this morning came from Indy Kyler.
Yeah. Who's now reputable, by the way. Have you seen that?
He's now reputable,
What the hell?
He's now reputable. He says, this is exclusive news. We understand that on Friday the 5th of September at 10 a.m, FSG Holdings opened talks with Arne Slot's agent to extend his contract with LFC. Sources say that Arne Slot is thrilled about the offer and is keen to stay with the club. That's fantastic news for LFC fans. But FC Bayern are also believed to be long-term admirers of Arne Slot's brilliant work at Liverpool. Long-term admirers. He's only been here a year. So this is a big blow for the German club. Hold that, Bayern Munich, you sausages.
Trying to take our players,
you
like.
bratwurst,
Yeah, what are you doing?
The manager has been promised more elite players to bolster the squad in the near future. So, yeah, if you win the Premier League for Liverpool, I do think you've...
Here's a contract.
I've got a right to go in and be like, yo,
What's going
just
on?
won the league there. Any new contracts there?
It was a 3-year contract, wasn't it? So it's not a long one. He's got this season and next otherwise.
Yeah.
Definitely time down to 5-year contract. Get him sorted.
Little
We don't want
fibres.
anyone else swooping in when he wins the league again this year and they take him off us. No way. No. Absolutely the correct decision, lad.
Yeah.
And I think he's happy with us.
Oh, of
He's
course
just
he
come
is.
in and done a
He
really good
loves
job
it,
with
mate.
nothing. And then look at what the board has done to back him. They've bought literally some of the best players in the world, brother. And we're about to get if we got Mark Guehi, this is a really complete team. Like, I don't know what else he bloody needs, to be quite honest with you, other than a Mo Salah replacement. Probably going to need one of them.
So Bayern,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Not
Can we
Bratwurst.
yeah,
We'll have,
actually.
Elise in 2
Yeah,
years.
can we have him, please?
But yeah, listen, I think he's definitely deserving of it. There's no doubt about that. You know, higher fee, higher salary. Yeah, that's all well within par for the course. Really, if you're talking about, you know, giving him a new contract, I do think he deserves it. So
Absolutely.
the agent himself will have been speaking, and I think, yeah, why not? I do think he deserves a new contract.
What else do you deserve? What else can you do to deserve one?
And if FSG, I mean, listen, Cody Gakpo signed a new deal the other day out of the blue. And did you see his quotes the other day?
No.
He said Bayern came in for him in the summer. He believes they got in touch, but they went for Lucho Diaz instead. It wasn't him saying, I'm sad that they didn't go through with it. It was him saying, yeah, they did get in touch. They were, I mean, we know that Bayern were interested in Cody Gakpo in the summer anyway. We know that. But he said, I've signed the new deal. Getting him tied down to a long-term contract is brilliant news from FSG as well.
Are you
Gotta
happy?
give
Would
him
you have
credit.
rather Gakpo went to Bayern Munich or
Great
Lucho?
question, man. Do you know what? I'm 50-50 with them both. Like, I was gutted when Lucho left, but if Cody left, I would have been gutted that Cody left. But they both got 18, 19 goals each last season.
But they're very
So
different,
what's
aren't
to
they?
pick for? Yeah, they are different. I think maybe
youth.
for this team,
Youth.
Cody is a bit younger.
Yeah.
And unfortunately in football, it's a very cruel game. You know, the age thing can be the difference between a club keeping you on or selling you. And we got great money for Lucho. Could have been more. But, yeah, he's older, so, yeah, I'm happy
still
we
feel
made
like
the
there's
right decision.
An
and we
extra
got
level
Cody.
to Cody as well. I feel like, how old is he now?
Ceiling.
24, 25.
I think, let's go with 25.
I think
I'll
he's
look it up
just got
now.
that one gear more that he can give us, and he's done brilliantly last season.
26.
I think he's just got that. I think we'll get the best out of him in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
I really do. Similar to what we got from Lucho. Lucho come in slow start a little bit, and then last season really kicked on. So we'll
Do
see
you know
what
he
Cody
scored?
does.
Guess how many goals Cody Gakpo scored for Liverpool?
56.
In 1, 2, 3, and obviously we're entering the 4th season. 42
42.
in
Not
all
bad.
comps.
He was getting played out of position in a lot of that 2 seasons. He was playing centre
Look at
mid.
the consistency, bro. In his first season, he gets 7 in 26. He was still settling into the team. He was played in midfield.
Midfield
once
and
for Klopp.
striker, yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Next season, gets 16 in all comps. Good return.
Yeah.
The season after, he gets 18 in all comps.
Yeah,
So
good.
you can see, Cody, let's get 20 goals this
Yeah,
season. 'cause
kick on, lads.
That's progression then.
Yeah.
So Cody Gakpo signing that new deal. Let us know how happy you are about that in the chat. And also, Arne Slot signing a new contract. That's the exclusive there from Indy
Wonderful
Kyler.
news.
So we'll let you know if anything more develops on that. We've also heard that, you know, Liverpool are in for Elise next season as a Mo Salah replacement. We'll see how that works out. But some more news. Fabrizio says that Besiktas, now we all know that the Turkish league, their transfer window is still open. I'm just actually going to look up to see when that closes, because this is important for what I'm about to say. So Friday, September the 12th. It's this week. It's this week that they have to get all their deals done. But Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Besiktas are interested in signing Federico Chiesa, Fedi Church, as they want a winger. Liverpool said they won't let him go on loan, so let's see what ends up happening.
I don't want to sell him.
Obviously, we've made our bed, haven't we?
I wanna keep him.
You're staying.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it quite emphatically
Yeah, when he
after
scored the winner. Yeah,
you were at the game and said, "You're staying now, lads.
Yeah.
Keeping you now, kids."
I don't understand why we're not going to get much more than we paid £10 million for him. We're not going to get much more than that on the transfer fee. Whether we get him, sell him this year or next year, we need depth.
And do you know why we can't sell him as well? Mo Salah is going to be away for potentially
6
games.
I'm not so worried about that, and the reason I'm not so worried about that is Frimmy. Just Frimmy being, I think he can play right wing. I really do. You have Connor behind him. It'd be a very attacking right side, but I think he could do it. To be quite honest, I don't even think Dom could play on the right the way he's been playing at the moment. So
that's a good shout. As
I'm
well,
not really. I don't feel super worried about them 6 games. I don't know why. Maybe I'm being naive to say that.
No, we're definitely another attacker short if he goes.
But I do feel like Freddie still needs to be there for certain moments in certain games. Like he won us a game against Bournemouth.
He comes off the bench and wins the game for us.
I don't understand that. I really don't. I would not like to do that. How about you?
Oh, I can understand it from Besiktas's point of view.
Of course, yeah. I don't
They're making a phone call.
Liverpool
What's the situation with Chiesa? Would you be? I mean, a loan just does not work for any party, especially us.
We've got no money and we've got one less striker. What?
We've got no money.
No, they've got.
Oh right.
Yeah, we've got no money for them. They're not giving us money.
We've also got no money either because we've spent it all.
Yeah. Well, we've got 35 mil left, or something, or 40 for Mark.
Yeah, that's true. Listen. Yes, I understand with their transfer window closing on Friday. I understand that they're going to make a few phone calls. I mean, from the outside, you could say. I mean, after the Bournemouth game, he came out and said, the headline came out and said that Liverpool are definitely keeping him for this season. But I understand Besiktas making the phone call.
Of course.
I do understand that. Isn't Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain a free agent right now?
I think he was at Turkish club, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's got to get a move. Surely he's got
How old's
to
he
get
now,
a move.
though?
He's probably 30 now.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Oxlade-Chamberlain is 32, actually. I didn't know he was born in Portsmouth. But he only played 18 games last season, man. So he's got to do something.
Yeah, Daz.
But he's a free agent, so he can join. He can join someone. But yeah, Federico Chiesa, let us know in the chat what you think to those rumours. Maybe this is why he was left out of the Champions League squad. The reason he was left out of the Champions League squad is the homegrown stuff. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Daz's misspelling of Chiesa, lad. At the very bottom, brother. Daz, lad, that's funny.
Yeah. No, that's auto-predict, I would say. He said Chinese. Chinese will stay, I'm very confident. That must be auto-correct.
Got Joe in the chat,
it's like Marshy, lad.
Shake
fans, yeah.
What's happening, brother?
Bloody Vaseline gloves. Can't score past that fella. Jesus, big up to the Scouse GK. Actually, whilst you're watching, I need a video from you for after the Chelsea-Liverpool game.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect.
Because, we're all busy, so make sure you can send over a little 8-minute video, mate. That would be great. But yeah, Chiesa, not Chinese. Chinese is not staying. Chiesa is staying.
Yes,
allegedly. Liverpool 12th man says Chiesa is a player that deserves a real look. By slot, and he'll play valuable for depth and at forward positions. 100%. Big up to you.
I see him he's playing like a Dirk Kuyt role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's scrappy, bro. He's not like the most refined player. I can understand why people want to move him on and stuff.
Dirk Kuyt.
Yeah, he is quick. He's very quick. But he's got
rapid.
There's something to him. Even in that Arsenal game, I don't know if you remember, at the very end of the game, he picks up the ball, right, and you're expecting him to pass it to Mo Salah. But instead of doing that,
the game,
yeah, exactly, lad. He took like 3 men on and had a shot.
And won a free kick.
Yeah. No, that was the other attack. Yeah. But like that's.
And won a corner. He won a corner last minute, and it was like we celebrated it like a goal. Yeah.
Great. Like perfect. We need that energy. Somebody that's just gonna come on. I'm not scared to get kicked a little bit. Does that make sense? Like, he's going to come on and he knows he's going to get booted because it's the dire part of the game, but he's still getting stuck in. And I like that. It doesn't have to be starting every game. We're not asking for that. He's a great reinforcement, in my opinion. I want him there. There's no point in getting rid of him.
And we all love him. We actually all love him. So no, he can't go.
I finally learned all the song as well.
Because obviously they've made a little bid or at least a bit of interest there. Big up to Steve Bacon, who has now become a top Kopite.
Yes, Steve Bacon,
our membership program there. We need to actually do a bit more content that goes out on the top Kopite.
Tom Palace has written
Steve Bacon.
Best misspelled name ever. Yeah. I'm hungry now.
Big up Tim, man. What a boy.
The legend.
Can you please tell me what time will Liverpool release the Galatasaray tickets? You know what? I was actually planning to go to that game, but it's the game before the engagement party. So it's just going to be too much. Yeah. It's just going to be too much. But I actually don't know. One and only says Chiesa is versatile. He can play in different positions. Yeah, against Newcastle in the cup final, we came on and scored. It was through the middle in that game.
I'd put him anywhere in the top 3.
Anywhere in the top 3,
Yeah.
you're right. And I do think he probably will play on the right wing when Salah's gone. But you're right, he kind of comes on. He might get kicked a little bit. He probably picks up a couple yellow cards for the other team, which is fine. Wins us a corner at the end of the game. Like, brilliant. He just knows his role. And I think in his head, he's thinking, look, there's a World Cup year coming up. He's got to get in that squad for the World Cup, right? Italy, the other night, they were 0-0 at half-time. They changed it around. They won 5-0 in the second half. Gattuso said, we had a decision to make, and we spoke with Chiesa, and we both agreed for him. He's not 100%, so he's not in the squad. There's another international break this time next month, so hopefully he does need to get in that squad sooner rather than later for his own sake. But he's probably thinking, look, I'll stay at Liverpool. I might pick up a Champions League. I might pick up another Prem. I'll probably leave next summer, right? But it's better being at Liverpool and playing a bit part role than maybe going to Besiktas and playing 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 games.
Especially if you're coming on and having an impact. You've just got to come on and have the impact that you need that we need from you, and then you'll be able to get your time in the international squad. I do think though, it'd just be silly on all parties to let him go. I don't understand that line of thinking.
Next up, a little international recap. Cody Gakpo last night, we were just talking about him, got an assist, and Virgil played the full game as Holland beat Lithuania last night. There was a bit of a it was a nervy game for the Dutch because they were 2-0 up.
When is it not nervy for the Dutch, lad?
It's always nervy.
That's how they play, lad.
They were 2-0 up, and big up to Memphis Depay, who scored after 11 minutes, assisted by Cody Gakpo, and that made him the highest ever scorer for Holland. Memphis.
Really?
51 goals.
Scored that many?
Yeah.
Wow, well done to him.
Big up to him. And then Timber scores, and you're thinking, oh, they're cruising. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, it's 2-2. Lithuania score 2 against Holland, with obviously Virgil at the back. And then Memphis scores again on the hour mark to make it 3-2. So that's a win for the Dutch. In terms of Germany, obviously they played Northern Ireland. And guess what? It was a spirited performance from the Northern Ireland team, who got back to 1-0 after a Serge Gnabry goal. But then on the 72nd minute, Florian Wirtz puts the ball down. I'm going to say it was 25 yards. It wasn't as far as Dominic's, but it was still a decent
free kick, lad.
Range. The wall was set up, and the technique is unbelievable, Doyle. Wirtz did shine last night for Germany. Was their best player. Did give the ball away for their goal. But listen, they win the game 3-1, and that is a strike. I mean, you heard him giving it that. Do you think that goal is a bit of a let-off for him in terms of people have been criticising him in the first few games for maybe not being up to speed 100%? It's definitely a lot better in the second half against Arsenal. Goes away to Burnley on Sunday, should be able to get hold of that game. What a goal. Yeah, and how nice is it, Doyle, to have 2 great free kick takers in our team right now?
Well, actually, yeah, it's brilliant. Actually, I said that on the stream, didn't I? I was the one saying, why isn't Florian Wirtz taking this? I've seen him hit good shots, because I just thought Don was going to whack it over, to be quite honest, but he proved me wrong. But yeah, boost confidence for him. It's doing me nothing, actually, watching other fans talk about how much of a flop he is, when I'm like, if you understand football, then I get it. He's not at the levels. He's not doing all this magical clip stuff where he's nutmegging people and scoring goals and whatever else. But he's not that bad. It's not terrible. I'm seeing glimpses of a really solid player. Though. No, I totally agree with that. He's not hit the levels.
We'll get that.
But it's not looking like he's out of his depth. I don't feel like he can't build on this. You're seeing it in certain moments of the game. I watched him against Arsenal slip all 3 of their midfielders with a little jinky move. Do you know what I mean? He's a decent little player, plays in the pockets. Yes, he does cover all the grass. But for me, the most important thing about a player is their accountability, and he never seems to shy away from the ball. He always wants the footy. So that means he'll find his form with that, because he'll find out to work around whatever else, and the Premier League's tough, but he'll find a way to adapt. 100%. I'm not worried about him in any way.
No, neither am I. I think it's the rival fans that want us to worry about him.
If he was 50 mil, no one would bat an eyelid. Yeah. But this is why the price tags are so annoying, because you almost can't let the player grow, because you've got to kickstart immediately.
In the wall for that free kick was Conor Bradley.
I know.
Who is doing great things for Northern Ireland.
He played 74 minutes, did he?
Yeah.
That's good finally, lad.
Conor, man, because he probably plays on Sunday.
Yeah,
unless Dominic goes back in. But do you think? Obviously, Dominic scored against Ireland as well at the weekend. Do you think that Connor's almost going? It's great for the team, but come on, I just signed a new deal. I've got number 12 on my back. Frimi's out. and you're playing Dom at right back. But I assume, because we know the character of Conor Bradley, he's going, no, that's fine, as long as the team are winning.
He's 21, that's
21.
He's got
21.
plenty of time to grow into this squad without a shadow of a doubt. We haven't given him a 5-year contract because we don't back him. He's a brilliant player, and he'll play. I think, against Burnley, you start him, don't you? You don't need to make a makeshift team if you don't need to.
Yeah, Szoboszlai didn't score the second goal for Hungary. Sorry, he created it.
Yeah.
And that was some game, by the way. 2-2. Did you see it last minute? Ireland scored a header to make it 2-2 after being 2-0 down. Evan Ferguson scored. Milos Kerkez played 80 minutes in the game. Rio and Trey were in England under 19 action. It was a 3-3 draw for Spain. Wataru Endo played against Mexico in California.
Wow.
And that was 0-0. So
these players have been everywhere.
Endo. They travel so far. Ryan Gravenberch, unused sub in the game last night. Georgi Mamadashvili kept a clean sheet for Georgia as they defeated Bulgaria 3-0 as well. So a decent outing for the international lads. They'll all be joining back up with Liverpool this week. Bad news, really. Liverpool women 1, Everton women 4.
I know,
at
seeing
Anfield.
that. Gutted, and they scored
Liverpool
some good
scored
goals.
first
Yeah,
in the
I know.
game.
It was a lovely goal, actually, lads. She jinked it round somebody.
Cornelia Kopics.
Yeah, whacked it, hit the crossbar and went in. It was a
good
lovely goal.
finish. They also scored some nice goals.
Yes,
there
they
as well.
did. And one of them was on a debut. I forget what her name is, lad, but she scored on a debut and it was sick. And I was just looking at it like...
Was it Vignola?
I think so.
She scored a hat-trick, mate.
Bloody
So,
hell.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's the women's team. They didn't do... And they haven't actually beaten Everton at Anfield, I don't think, since they've been playing there in that game. But the real... the men's derby is also there next Saturday, 12:30. So 2 massive derbies there in the space of a week at Anfield. Hopefully, let's touch wood, that scoreline is nowhere near happening.
I mean, yeah, bloody hell, but they are playing well, though.
Week. They are playing well, Everton women. So that's that. That's the little international roundup for you. This one was a quote from Ibu Konaté. Again on international break, he was asked by a journalist. These cheeky journalists, right? In these international break, they ask these proper prodding questions because they think, I can be a bit cheeky. It's not club football. There's not a press officer looking at me. I'm going to go in for the jugular. And they're obviously Real Madrid fans. And they said, has Kylian Mbappe, been saying to you, come to Real Madrid? And he said, Mbappe pressuring me to join Madrid. Haha, he's calling me every 2 hours. Now, how do you react to Ibu Konaté's quotes there about Mbappe calling him every 2 hours? Listen, obviously it's tongue-in-cheek. I saw the clip. He makes a little laugh and a joke, but... Because the most recent news, Doyle, is that he was leaning towards signing a new deal. Obviously, Mark Guehi, we'll speak about that in a sec. That's probably the biggest news of the podcast. But what do you make of Ibu even joking and laughing about Mbappe calling him every 2 hours?
He's going.
Do you like that, though?
No, I don't like that. Of course, I don't like that. But he's a human being, lad. You know what I mean? He's just having a laugh, and I think he's going to go to Real Madrid. To be quite honest with you, I think that's going to happen. There's a reason why we were going in for Mark Guehi. It's not just because we needed depth. It's because Ibu's future is not certain. We've been doing this the whole summer trying to get him to sign a contract. Last year trying to get him to sign a contract, and he hasn't. And that's because he's going to leave. I think it's all that you can see it, right? I'm not like trying to like badmouth him. Like, he's a great player. Would definitely love to keep him. But if he's not signing contracts, he's gonna have to go, and he is going. So just get Mark Guehi in as soon as possible.
It's a bit cheeky though, saying he's calling me every 2 hours when you're playing for Liverpool. You're starting for Liverpool.
Oh lad, I've heard worse from footballers. It's annoying to see. It's like, what are you doing, lads? Like, at least just say no, keep it professional and all that. But the human beings and the young men, lad, and they're having a laugh with it. He's probably excited to go and sign for Real Madrid. He's a great player. And he would have stayed. If he was staying, he would have signed this contract by now. He obviously doesn't want us to get money for him.
You reckon it's too late to get him signed up now?
I don't think it's too late. I just don't think he wants to. He's had so much time to do it, and there's an impasse there. And what's the impasse? Are we not giving him enough money? I think we probably would. I think we'd sit there with him and say, right, whatever money you want, we can meet you somewhere around that. Definitely, he's a great player. We valued him, but he's not. I can't see signs that he's going to stay. Do you think he'll stay? I was going for Mark Guehi and stuff. He probably thinks he's head as well.
I think we're at the stage. I mean, look, it's another free one though. That's the thing I don't like at all. It's another free one. If we sell a player to Real Madrid like we have done in the past, Xabi Alonso, we got at the time in 2009, we got 30 million quid, which at the time was really good. You know, obviously the Trent thing hasn't worked. We sold Luis Suarez to Barca 75 mil, Coutinho 145 mil. Like, we're not against those transfers if the money is right. But what we are against is players joking about leaving as we've just started the season. Whether it is a joke or not, only he knows, right? But listen, Mbappe obviously isn't calling him every 2 hours. But to even entertain that, it's such an easy way to shut down the question. Just go, absolutely, my interest and my concentration right now is Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool footballer. What happens in the future, we don't know.
Would you sell him in January?
Like, don't even entertain or joke about that question.
I agree, because all you're going to do now is create a bed for yourself, lad.
Yeah.
If you start making mistakes and you start doing all these things that we've seen in the first few games, people are going to tell you that your head's elsewhere and you're looking at Real Madrid and that's why it's happening. You know, it's silly to do it, but like, I'm not angry with it. It is what it is. They're young men. This is how they talk to the cameras. They've been asking a probing question and he's answered it probably in not the best fashion for Liverpool fans. If you're a Real Madrid fan, you're probably looking at that going, yes, is right, we're taking another one off them.
Doing this?
Yeah. And it is what it is. That's football, lad. We can't cry over spilt milk. So let's just go and get another player in. Mark Guehi. Would you sell Konaté in January? I wouldn't.
Only if we got Guehi.
Absolutely not. Let him go on a free. There's no point in selling Konaté. Virgil and Konaté have a great synergy, right? We need to win the league. Keep that partnership going for the rest of the season. Signed. He can depart at the end of the season for a free. And then we can get Mark Guehi on a free. Or we can sign Mark Guehi in January for very cheap. And I'd actually prefer the latter of what I've just said. I'd prefer to bed Mark Guehi in halfway through the season. So come the next season, he's already ready and raring to go, mate. Do you get what I mean? Having a partnership with Virgil.
Right, so England defender Mark Guehi will not be joining Liverpool from Crystal Palace in January.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's according to Paul Joyce.
Neither was Isak, though, was he? Neither was Virgil van Dijk. Neither was all these players.
Liverpool will not make a move for the defender in January. The Reds failed in a £35 million move for the 25-year-old England international last week and would only sign him now when his contract becomes to an end next summer on a free. But then, obviously, we're hearing that other teams are interested in. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid are looking at him to bring him in for a free as well. I mean, if Real Madrid get Guehi and Konaté on a free next year, I think I'm going to go down to Madrid myself and start doing some damage.
That's why we need to go and get him in January, in my opinion. How much is it going to be? It's going to be £10-15 million. Just get him in. He's a wonderful defender. I'm a really big admirer of him. I actually don't think he's the Konaté profile. I think he's more of a Virgil profile, to be quite honest with you. But so what? Get him in. He's a quality defender. We need him. Bet him in as early as possible.
Apparently, Liverpool see the referencing of other clubs in relation to the centre-back as a bluff to bring them back to the table on the 1st of January. But Liverpool are kind of going, well, you've messed us around so much, Palace, Mr. Parish as well. Yeah. We agreed the deal. You went to a gym class from 5:30 to 6:30 in Soho. The deadline was 7. You knew what you were doing. You've messed us around. So we're not going to give you 15 mil in January. We'll just take him for free next season. That's the Liverpool perspective on this.
If to do that, though, you'd have to have Mark Guehi's word to say, I'm going to join you. Would Mark Guehi go to Real Madrid? I don't know his personality. He seems really professional and he goes about his business privately. I don't know. I'd hate that. That would burn me head out, lad. But would they go for Mark Guehi or would they go for somebody like Saliba?
Well, I was thinking as well, could Mark Guehi, if he's really annoyed and let down, he feels let down by Palace for not allowing him to do this move, is there a way where he could just terminate his contract now, become a free agent, and then we just sign him on a free?
I guess he could pay his own contract out.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So, no.
And then also discussions between Liverpool and France defender Konaté over a new contract is still ongoing. But the 26-year-old is high on Real Madrid's list of targets. And then below that, this is all BBC gossip, by the way, France forward Mbappe has told Liverpool's Mohamed Salah to join him at Real Madrid. The Egyptian winger 33 signed a new 2-year deal in April, but could be tempted by a move to the Bernabeu.
Yeah, I just went to the back of me skull, mate. Hey, so we've just had a big mistake there, what we've just talked about. We're stupid.
Why?
Comment just came in then, and he was like, they've just bought Huijsen?
Huijsen, yeah.
Huijsen. Of course, they're not going to get Mark and Konaté, lads.
No, but it's just typical Madrid. They're interested in all the players that we either have or we want.
Well, I think we'll get Mark Guehi.
So what happens then? I'm asking you in the chat as well. This is a big hot topic. How does the Konaté/Guehi situation end, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think Konaté ends up moving to Real Madrid at the end of the season. We keep him for free. Yeah, for free. We keep him for that time so that we can keep the partnership with Virgil and him going. I would preferably like to see Mark Guehi come in January,
For
so he's
how
got
much?
half a season, 10 to 15 million. I'm okay with
But
that.
Liverpool are angry at Palace at the minute.
That's fine.
We play Palace as well, by the way, at the end of the month.
Cutting your nose off to spite your face is not a thing that I believe in, lad. Yeah, we can be annoyed with them, but we can also get almost a world-class defender for £10 million. So it's worth it. It saves us the hassle of trying to bed him in the new season with Virgil van Dijk, and it also saves us the hassle of anyone coming in for him on a free where he might get his head turned. Just get the player in. We know it's a good target. The most difficult thing for me in a transfer window is finding solid targets to buy, because everybody wants them. So we've nailed one on. This is a perfect replacement for somebody like Konaté. Get him in. Otherwise, you have to go out now and scout everywhere, spend more resources on doing that. You don't know if it's going to be the correct player. Get him in on January. That's what I think.
I just don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to wait till the summer. But then you're right. What if Bayern Munich come in? What if Real Madrid I mean, he's not going to Real Madrid. They might have an eye on him, but maybe he's the plan B if they don't get Konaté.
Imagine they got Guehi in and Konaté was like...
Yeah, hold that, Konaté. Free agent, mate. Go and find a club in Turkey or somewhere. But listen, the options are Konaté signs a new deal. This is the best option for me.
I'd
and
love
we
that.
get Guehi in January.
That'd be
That's the best
excellent.
option. The second option is Konaté leaves in the summer and we somehow persuade. We just get the same contract out that we offered him.
Yeah.
We go copy and paste.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted
One
in
one out.
August. Bosh, there it is in January. And Konaté leaves in the summer next year for free. Option 3, Konaté signs a new deal now, but we still sell him for money. Yeah, because Real Madrid, I don't know if you've realised that we like to trade with cash.
Yes,
It's not
but
free for you every time. No más gratis para ti, eh? Tienes que pagar. Pagar. Like you do the refs. Allegedly. Don't want to get in trouble. So they're the options, man. People in the chat saying just pay the 15 or 20. Rejection FC are Bayern. You see what the Bayern president said about Jackson?
awful.
That was
Awful.
horrible.
Like, he's just signed. He's like, he will not be getting a payment contract. Like, what a lovely bit
No,
of
he
motivation.
said like he's got to start 40 games to get
And he's not got him.
contract, and he won't be doing that. But if Harry Kane gets injured, which he never really does, then I guess there's an option there. Anyway, Merlin in the chat says Guehi has prided himself at being a loyal, straightforward type. He'll be loyal to LFC. Konaté will sign on November the 5th.
Why so specifically the number 5th?
And Guehi will get his start also as a DM cover. I'm not sure about that. No free for Real Madras, says Arse A. Nice. Guehi is going to stay professional since it's a World Cup year soon. No reason to forfeit the last year of his contract with Crystal Palace. Is it just me, but I can't see Konaté playing at the Real Madrid level, says Tan. And that's why Elise wants to leave, says Aditya. I'm not sure about that. Little does Ibu know, we are not chatting Ibu. Now it's just boo. Buying our sinking ship, says Aditya. Who also says just pay the 15 or 20.
Honestly,
I think once time kind of reveals itself and we get to January, I think Liverpool go, right, okay, just pay the 10, 15 and get him in. He's got 6 months left on his deal. If that, 4 or 5 months, get him in now.
even
and
like,
just do it.
even I think it will also depend on how we perform coming to January. So if defensively we are looking...
By the way,
crap.
Leone. We've
Yeah,
not
no,
even
of
seen
course,
him
of
kick a
course,
ball
but
yet.
he's 18.
He's 18, but
18.
he's a tank.
I know
mate.
he is, I know, but it's a
Yeah.
lot of pressure to go, right, we're going to win the league this year, yeah? So go and win it for us, lad. Like that.
Is he the Dean Howson of Spain, of
Yeah.
Italy?
Maybe, I don't know. I've seen him play
I
a
hope
few
so.
times, lad, but I don't think he's quite that. No, I think Dean Housen is a bit more of a technical footballer than him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's terrible or anything like that. I just think he's 18. Still a baby, lad.
Also, Merlin says November the 4th because it's Liverpool Real Madrid on that day.
That's fine.
So November the 5th, sign the thing. Konaté goes and Guehi comes in, says THC. Madrid are our true rival now, says Red Sai. Satyam says if Guehi goes to Real Madrid, Konaté has the option to go to PSG. I mean, Stu from Parisian London is always going on about Konaté coming to PSG as well. So we'll see.
You
what
never know.
happens
He might end up going, but I don't think he's going to stay at Liverpool.
there. No, I don't.
I think
either.
there's too much
At this
time
stage,
elapsed.
I don't.
Yeah.
Look after seeing them really good performances. Madrid definitely want a replacement. Not
my
everyone is Isak. Rat, says Wolsey. Bitter little Geordie there. Konaté should take a page from his possible replacement, Guehi, and be a bit more professional with his press relations and just concentrate on the season. I agree. That is such an easy question for a professional footballer that plays for Liverpool to just bat off.
Yeah.
Don't entertain it. Don't make a joke out of it.
You just say, I play for
Certainly
Liverpool
don't
right
say
now.
he's calling me every 2 hours. Certainly don't say that. Just say, I'm a Liverpool player. I'm contracted until the end of the season. My full focus remains on Liverpool. It's such an easy answer to give.
It's true, but I think this is why players sometimes could do with some media training, just because I'm not feeling...
We love that part of Ibu as well.
Yeah,
like his laughter, his jokes,
like,
his
he's a funny man.
Yeah.
He brings great morale to the squad, and unfortunately he said something that's funny. Like, that's a funny thing to say, but it just doesn't let it sit with the Liverpool fans very well, because it's basically saying that you're going to leave, or yes, there's interest from Real Madrid, and obviously Liverpool fans don't want that. We want you to stay. But I'm not going to begrudge him. He's a 25-year-old man. I said some mad stuff when I was 25. Like, that's what people do. Do you know what I mean? You learn from this, and I'm sure if he got some feedback from it, he'd probably answer it differently next time around. You know, it's just human beings. I don't think he's said something. He's not bad to Liverpool. He's not behaving badly towards Liverpool. Does that make sense?
A little bit he is. A little bit.
I can see
by saying stuff like that, it's not a good thing to say. It's a bad thing to say.
It gives it gives the fans a window to be like, where's your motivation, lads? Yeah. Well, you got, like, do you want to win the league with us?
Do you want to retain the title?
Yeah, like, I totally get that, yeah. Making his own bed a little bit, isn't he?
A little bit, I'll be honest.
Also, Shannon said, why are Real Madrid obsessed with us? I don't know.
Go and get your own ideas, man.
You know what I mean?
They're like this. You're doing your exam at school, and they're going,
oh, that's good, Dan, actually.
Ibu can also that and get a better grade than you. Sausage. Paul Red Sai. I mean, Paul Joyce does that article this morning on the Times about Guehi and the fact that Liverpool won't go in for him in January. They'll wait till the summer where they can get him for free. His head might be turned. I understand that. But Red Sai makes a good point and says Joyce said the same about Isak in this transfer window when our bid was rejected. So yeah, you can't take everything these guys say as verbatim as fact. You've got to obviously read between the lines a little bit. And actually, LFC could be saying to Paul Joyce, put that article out so it looks like we're not going to get him in January, but we probably will.
Yeah,
for 10, 15.
I think that's the best option. When you give him a chance to bleed in for them extra 6 months, I think that's a massive confidence boost for him as well. He doesn't have to go in and perform amazingly straight away. He gets to gel with the team.
Also, Jamie makes a good point. Leone will play the Southampton game. I'm fine with that. In the cup.
Yeah, that's cool.
Debut.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Debut at Anfield, perfect.
Virgil needs a rest, mate.
Yeah, he does.
He just played the full game for Netherlands as well. He's 34, bro.
But then Motus here says that, well, that's Konaté's personality. He's always joking.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really begrudging him for it, but I can totally understand how people will be frustrated with him at the same time. I get it.
I get it as well.
34, Virgil van Dijk is.
Yeah, 34 now, jeez. Right, so we've spoken about Florian Wirtz shining for Germany, yeah? He's more than a lawnmower, Kenya. I see you coming in a minute ago. He's scoring top bins free kicks as well, knuckleball settings, yeah? So hold that! My lawnmower, that. We've also spoken about not signing Guehi in January, according to Paul Joyce. We've also spoken about Fede Chiesa being of interest to Besiktas. Also, according to Indy Kyler, FSG are opening talks with Arne Slot's agent to extend his contract.
Excellent.
Because you're right, it wasn't a massive contract when he came in.
3 years, because we were like, don't know if you're going to be... How are we going to do it?
Yeah, how are we going to do this?
And then he won the league.
And then he won the league.
Here's a 5-year, boy.
There you go. And here's a mil in your bank account.
There you go, buddy.
Also, we rounded up the Liverpool players on international duty, including Cody Gakpo scoring, including Florian Wirtz, etc., etc.
One last question, by the way.
Go on.
When's Isak going to start?
Great question. He's starting for Sweden tonight, mate.
No, he's not. Is he?
Sweden fixtures. Sweden are playing Kosovo.
He didn't start. He didn't
even come off the bench.
No, I know.
But he's going to get minutes in this game. I guarantee it, bro. And listen, Sweden need a win. They need a win. They drew the last game.
2-2,
yeah. Need a win.
The goalkeeper let them down there.
7:45 tonight. I'll be on the train. But 7:45 tonight, I am watching Kosovo Sweden. I never thought I'd say that.
Isak needs to play against Burnley.
Yes.
He needs to come on for 20-30 minutes against Burnley.
100%.
And he needs to, because Everton and Atletico, the next 2 games after that. We've just bought you for £130 million, mate. It's time. Yeah. Come on.
I know he hasn't played a professional game for 106 days. I
don't give a damn.
He will be playing tonight against Kosovo. Minute in the legs, get a goal, bit of confidence. And then, last 20 minutes against Burnley.
Yeah. Again,
last half an hour against Atletico.
Yeah.
And then
start against Everton.
Start the derby.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Start the derby.
That's me hopes for him, lad. That's me hopes.
Okay, I like that.
Hugo's going to carry us to that point, lad, and then we'll rotate them as we go along now.
I like that a lot. Well, guys, we're going to end it there. But just before we do, remember, 3 o'clock Saturday is your deadline for final one standing. William Hill, as you know, there's a 200k boosted jackpot this week that can be won. I'm out of the 500k because I am a sausage. I thought that Nottingham Forest would dispatch of West Ham, but it was actually the other way around, and I flopped it. So I'm out of the 500k, but I am also in for the 200k. So make sure you're 18 plus. Make sure that you're in the UK and Ireland. It's a Saturday 3 o'clock deadline for this one, this Saturday. And obviously Liverpool play on Sunday. So during the week, we're going to have a match preview for the Burnley game, as well as any other news that happens very soon in the week as well. So make sure, scan that QR code on the screen. We've got the link below, 18 plus, UK and Ireland only. Gamble responsibly. T's and C's are all linked below as well. I like that. It's an international break podcast, but there was a lot to talk about, wasn't there?
Yeah, lots.
Do you feel a bit better now?
Yeah, I do.
Lifted?
I do. It's a bit of a bad day for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say it's my mate, R.I.P. Ben. Love you, lad. It's his birthday today. So I think that's why I've had a bit of a... It's something I think about, you know what I mean? My best mate passed away 4 years ago. And yeah, it was his birthday today. So I want to say R.I.P. Love you, lad. Hope you're doing okay up there.
Man. Love you, man. Big anniversary that. And it's also your birthday coming up.
Yeah, it is next week.
Do you want to tell them what age?
21, aren't I?
Plus 12?
plus 12, budgie. Yeah.
Love that, though. Yeah. Tell them the date of your birthday so they can send in
September.
messages. Right,
16th
so
September.
This podcast next week, hopefully, will have just beaten Burnley. And then the next day after that is Doyle's birthday.
Yeah,
so, And then the day after that, I'm at Anfield for Atletico Madrid. So, and then it's the Everton derby.
Oh,
so
if you could get me a little ticket to that,
we'll have a look, lad.
Oh, if you could have a look at that, I'd certainly have a look at that. That would be great.
Of course we will. Yeah, I'll try.
Thank you so much. That would be great.
You know I always come through anyway.
You do, lads. You do.
But anyway, guys, smash that like button. Get your comments into everything we've spoken about. Guehi, Chiesa, WIRTZ, Cody, Konaté. That's about it, isn't it? So get your
actually
chats
lots
in.
to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
I'm happy that we're
get your
back
comments
this week.
in and smash that subscribe button and put that bell on as well. Pause. Smash that bell so you're always notified. Again, pause. When we upload on the Kop TV. I'm a mess today. What am I doing? I haven't presented for 3 days, and this is what you get. This is what you get. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Let us know in the chat if you have. Big up to Doyle each and every time. He's happy now. And we'll see you this time next week. All the best.